Daf Yomi, Tractate, Bava Batra, page 166a, top of the page, with the words Ve'ema Prite. Prite did ahava lo avdi inashi. The Gemara asks further, but why not say that the intent is not a dinar, but smaller coins, such as prutot? The Gemara answers, people do not make prutot of gold. Zahav b'dinarin in pachas mi b'shnei dinarin kesef zahav v'ema dahava pricha b'isrei dinari dahava kamar amar Abaye yad ba'al hashtar ala tachtuna. The Gemara continues its analysis of the Braita, which states, if it is written gold in dinars, the amount must be no less than 2 silver dinars worth of gold. The Gemara asks, but why not say that the document is speaking of 2 golden dinars worth of pieces of gold? Abaye says, this interpretation is also possible, but the guiding principle in all interpretations of ambiguities is that the holder of the document is at a disadvantage. Reisha diktani kesef b'dinorin ein pachas mishnei dinari zahav kesef amai ema kaspa nisacha bitrei dinari kaspa ka'amar. The Gemara asks a question from the first clause of the Braita, which teaches that if the document states silver in dinars, the amount must be no less than 2 golden dinars worth of silver. Why is he entitled to so much? Say that the document is speaking of silver only and means 2 silver dinars worth of silver pieces. This interpretation would be a lower value than the interpretation assigned to it by the Braita and would be in keeping with the principle that the holder of the document is at a disadvantage. Amar Ravashi, Reisha dichtav dinarin, Sefa dichtav dinarin. Ravashi said in reply that the text of the Braita should be amended. In the first clause, the case is that the scribe wrote silver in dinars using the plural form dinari, which refers specifically to gold in dinars. In the latter clause, the case is that the scribe wrote gold in dinars using the plural form dinarin, which denotes silver dinars specifically. Umina timra deshani ben dinari lidinarin. The Gemara supports its assertion that there is a difference between these 2 plural forms. And from where do you say that there is a difference between the words dinari and dinarin? Ditanya Yaisha shahayot Sofer 5 leidois Sofer 5 zivois mevin kol ben echad bechelas pizvachim ve'en ashar aleha choivo hoya aleha 5 leidois vadois 5 zivois vadois mevia kol ben echad bechelas pizvachim ve'ashar aleha choivo. This is as it is taught in a Mishnah in Kritot 8a. In the case of a woman for whom there was uncertainty with regard to 5 births, and likewise a woman for whom there was uncertainty with regard to 5 irregular discharges of blood from the uterus, ziva, she brings one offering, and then she may partake of the meat offerings, and the remaining offerings are not an obligation for her. If she has in her case 5 definite births or 5 definite discharges of a zava, she brings one offering, and then she may partake of the meat of offerings, and the remaining offerings are an obligation for her. Maseh ve'amdu kinim b'Yerushalayim b'dinere zahav. Amar Bishimon ben Gamliel hamaon hazeh imalin halayla עד שיהיו בדינרים נכנס לבית דין ולימד Ha'isha shehayu aleha chamesh leidois bandois. Chamesh zivois bandois. Mevia korban echad vecheles bizvachim. Ve'ena shar aleha choivo. The Mishnah continues. There was an incident where the price of nests, meaning pairs of birds, stood in Jerusalem at golden dinari, as great demand for birds for the offerings of a woman after childbirth, and Zava led to an increase in the price. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel said, I take an oath by this abode of the divine presence that I will not lie down tonight until the price of nests will be in dinarim. Ultimately, he entered the court and taught a woman for whom there were 5 definite births of 5 definite discharges of a zava brings one offering, and then she may partake of the meat offerings, and the remaining offerings are not an obligation for her.